Hey guys, what's up? It's Ace. It is January 12th, 2020, and a belated Happy New Year to all you guys and gals out there, all my trader friends. I have been away for a while, so I got to apologize about that. Things have just been crazy, life's been crazy, and as I think I mentioned on another video, I actually work full time right now. So I do still day trade. I mostly day trade the first like hour and a half in the morning, do some scalping, make some money, go off to work. And then, of course, I set up my swing trades and manage those from my phone. So yeah, it's just been crazy. I haven't been able to get on to make a video in a while. So I do got to apologize for that. But I am back today and I am wanting to start the new year off with a really cool video about a indicator that can not only help improve your trading, but it can also go ahead and help you, if you're a day trader, find some really good stocks to day trade. Okay, because the number one thing about day trading is you want these kind of movements. You want, you want stocks that move. You want stocks that do stuff. Obviously, this is BABA. It's one of my favorite stocks to day trade. But you want that movement, that activity. Okay. So the indicator I'm going to talk about today is called the ATR, average true range. You guys might know this indicator. If you don't, I'm going to explain a little bit about it. The ATR is a volatility indicator. What it shows is it shows how much the security moves on average over a given time frame. Okay, so the indicator has multiple uses for day traders. We're going to talk about that in a moment. It can help you look at intraday tendencies, like do I want to open my position based on where the ATR is at. Some people use it as a trailing stop. I do not use it as a trailing stop. Just that's not my thing. But anyways, it can be used for that too. Let's throw the ATR on the chart. Let's take a look at what it looks like. By the way, this comes static in Thinkorswim, guys. It's just ATR, ATR, easy. Okay. I personally like a 20 period ATR. Keep in mind the ATR is going to be different on every time frame. Okay, so when you have a 20 period on a daily, that's 20 days. When you have a 20 period on a 1 minute chart, that's 20 minutes. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I like a 20 though, usually across all my time frames. So let's apply it, and you're going to see it's going to show us this squiggly line here. This is the average true range. Okay. Now, in my opinion, I don't like the line. I think it's actually, I mean, I guess it's okay, but to me, it's a lot easier to see the information I want to see. I like it in kind of like a histogram format. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to the studies and I'm going to edit this out and I'm going to change this to something that looks more like this. And let's make it white and let's apply it. And okay, I like that. See how much clearer that is? You can really see the ATR going down. You can see it going up, going down. To me, this is a lot easier to read. So we're going to use it like this. You can use the line if you prefer. Okay. So anyways, the ATR indicator, it moves up and down as the price action becomes larger or smaller. Okay. So let's start off over here with BABA. Okay. So actually, before we do that, let me go ahead and explain what ATR means. That'll be easier, and then we'll explain how to interpret it. An ATR reading here is 3.90. So what this is basically saying is the price moves about $3.90 on average for each of these price bars. Keep in mind, this is a daily chart. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in real quick. And what we're looking at here is on average, now, yes, you will have days where the moves are shorter, like here on this like doji, or you have a wide range bar like here. These moves are way out of that $3.90. I mean, you could tell right here, the ATR for this day was $4.87. You can locate that right here, right above where my cursor is. You'll see it changes. See how that's changing? Okay. So like you'll see here, it was the average 20-day average ATR was $5.08. It changes. It changes on a daily basis because remember, it's a rolling 20-day look at the average true range. It's a 20-day look back, if you will. Okay. So anyways, generally with ATR, what we're looking at right now is based on, January 12th, 2020, Bob is trading at 223.83. you will see generally movements around $4. I'm just going to round up and say $4. You'll see $4 per day. That's a really, really good move. I mean, if you want to day trade a stock, you want the stock to move. A $4 move in a day, that's pretty good. You can get some good day trades in there, all right? So that's the first and foremost on what you want to look at as far as average true range is just, am I looking at a stock that moves? Let's look at something that does not move. How about Ford? Okay, Ford has an average, a 20-day average, a true range of 15 cents. 15 cents. That's not a stock I'm going to day trade because I don't want a 15-cent move. If I'm day trading and I day trade options, I need moves so I can make my money. And something like this just would not cut it. But it's a really good way for you to filter. So you want BABA for day trading. You don't want Ford. Let's look at something else. Let's look at Tesla. Let's see what Tesla is. That's another one of my favorite day trading stocks. Like everybody else, I'm sure, who day trades it. Okay, look at this, $14, $14, guys. Can you make money day trading this stock with a $14 average true range, average daily ATR? I mean, that's huge. Not just talking about the price action on the charts or anything, but literally, I mean, and I have to update this all-time high. Anyways, literally, this is the kind of stuff you want to day trade when you're a trader. You want these $14 day moves. Let's look at Netflix. That's another one I like to trade. So I'm just kind of showing you guys how you can start playing around with this and using it to filter out a wide variety of stocks that you may be interested in trading in. Here's an $8 a day, 20-day look back, $8 on average for the average true range of the stock. Beautiful. Moves. You've got a lot of moves in here where you can make money, okay? So and let me step back real quick. I do want to say we are looking at a daily. Let's just throw on a 5-minute real quick because I think that's important. So once again, each of these time frames, the ATR is going to be different. Here, it's 59 cents, which means the last 25-minute bars, because remember we're have a 20, it's a 20 period look back, okay? So because of that, for the last 20 bars, it averages about 59 cents for the last 20 bars, last 25-minute bars, that's what I'm trying to say. So if we go down to a 1 minute, let's look at a 1 minute real quick. Okay, so for 1 minute, it's 27 cents. And once again, it's looking back the last 20 minutes. In the last 20 minutes, it had an average true range of 27 cents. So the ATR is going to change. It's not going to stay the same from day to 15 minute to 5 minute to 1 minute. It's going to change, okay? And it's very important you guys look at that and know that. However, though, when determining whether or not a stock is good for day trading, you always want to look at the daily average true range and look and see what that is. Me personally, I really try to not play around with stocks that have like less than $2 ATR, and that's even pretty low. I do have some in my universe that have $2, a few here and there. Beta is also really important. That's something that I might try to touch on in the end of this video if it doesn't run too long, and if not, I'll talk about beta and how you can use beta in a different video along with ATR to really kind of hone in and find those really great stocks to day trade, okay? So let's see what else we could talk about. Okay, let's talk about the ATR we want to look at ATR in terms of the actual price of the stock. So is an $8 move on a $329 stock good? That's pretty freaking good, to be honest with you, okay? And then if you look at Ford, I'm going to go back to Ford again. Is a 15-cent move good for a $9.25 stock? Yeah, it's really good. But what you want to look at is you want to look at the percentages. So you want to, if you have, for example, a stock, and I'm just going to kind of keep the math easy because I don't want to figure out 15 cents into 9.25. But let's just say you had a stock that is priced at $10, okay? And if you have an ATR reading of 50 cents on a $10 stock, that stock moves. You know what I'm saying? But now if you have that same 50 cents on a $100 stock, and we're talking daily range, by the way, daily ATR, that's considered really low. I wouldn't want to trade a stock. Even if I had a $1 ATR on a $100 stock, I wouldn't trade it. That's really, really low, okay? But if you guys have a $1 move on a $10 stock, that stock's flying all around because that's a huge move. That's 10% of that stock's move. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. I wanted to make sure to throw that in there as well so you guys can get an idea of when you're looking at ATR, you have to go ahead and look at the whole package, meaning you have to look at, what are you looking at? What's the cost of the underlying? What is the common shares trading at versus what the ATR is, okay? And then make your assessment. So let's just look at a couple of others. Let's look at just a couple more examples. Here's Caterpillar. Let's look at CAT, okay? So CAT's got a $2.27 daily ATR. Not bad, not bad at all, okay? So it does move around a little bit. $2 on $146.13 stock. It moves. It does stuff. So this is something that I could look to day trade. It's on the lower end of where I like to be because once again I like my moves. But you know what? This is actually something I would consider doing short-term directional swings on calls and puts. Maybe holding for a few days or a week, depending on what like the 4-hour, 2-hour, 1-hour chart looks like or whatever. So, anyways. Let's look at one more example and then we're going to move on. Let's look at something really fun here. Let's look at Amazon. Everybody loves Amazon. Let's throw up an Amazon here real quick. So Amazon is a freaking beast, and I want you guys to see something. When Amazon is having big moves, and keep in mind, I'm going to actually jump into interpretation on this. When Amazon's having big moves like this, look at the ATR. The ATR was $41.91, and you can see that right over here. $41.91. 20-day average true range. Why? Because when there's volatility, once again, this is a volatility indicator. When there's volatility in the market, the average true range spikes up. Let's take a look real quick. Okay, so you had this climb up. It's kind of doing its thing. You had not a lot of wide range bars in here. You had a lot of like dojis. You had a lot of, let's just zoom in on this. You had kind of like a lot of small body candles up in here. Yeah, you had a few pops here and there, okay? But really, what you had was not a lot of crazy wide range bars in here, okay? But as you can see, as you're going down, okay, and you notice the ATR is going up, what do you start noticing? Gaps. Gaps will definitely spike the ATR. Here's a wide range body, candle, another gap up, come down, okay, some small body candles here, and then look at this, boom, look at that huge wide range body to the downside, bounces off of support, comes back up. Now keep in mind, the ATR is not showing you direction, it's showing you the volatility. It's saying, hey guys, something's going on here. There's a lot of volatility right now in the market, and you can see the volatility is going up, 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 up. It's spiking, and look at this thing, boom, wide range bar. You got this right here come up, wide range bar, gap up, another wide range bar with the topping tail. Then, a gap up again and then a move down. And this thing's just peaking. It's just going up, 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 up. And then it starts calming down. And you see the ATR go down and what happens? Now you got dojis, dojis, small body dojis, a small bar, a small bodied bar here. Another doji, a graveyard. I think it's a graveyard or dragonfly. I don't know. I freaking forget what the names are. I just know what they mean. Here's another doji right here. And so, like I said, you have this more consistent movement in price that's not so extreme like what was taking place here with this big falling, lots of gaps. Here it's slowing down. The action's slowing down, and the ATR is telling you that. The action's slowing down. So as we move, yeah, you have one wide range body a candle right here. Okay, fine. But still, and you'll notice there's a little pop there. See where my cursor is right here on June 24th? Well, look at June 25th, it popped up. Okay, the ATR popped up. It went from $35.10 to $35.54 because of that wide range body candle. That created volatility. That popped the ATR up, okay? And then you continue going, and as you can see, you get up here, and then it's same thing happens again. Now you're starting to roll over. The market's starting to roll over. Gap down, boom, you have earnings. Boom, ATR starts heading back up, down, down, down. Okay, so anyways, I hope at least that gives you some idea of the interpretation of ATR. I thought that was really important to touch on. Once again, Amazon, great day trading stock. I mean, it's an $1,800 stock, guys. Actually, almost a $1,900 stock, moving, approximately $27 a day. If you're hopping in and you're scalping, or you're just looking to take, an hour to 2 hour trade, I mean, you can make money on this name. This moves, okay? Let's look at one last one that does not move, and that's going to probably just end the examples here. Colgate Palmolive. What a great stock, by the way, guys. I mean, I like it quite a bit. I know a lot of people who have this in their retirement accounts. It's one of those safe haven kind of stocks because everybody's going to need to buy the stuff they make to live, regardless of what the economy's doing or what's going on there. So, anyways, but once again, 93 cents, okay, for a $70 stock. That doesn't really move. I mean, a little bit, maybe it gets these kind of crazy little moves here on earnings and stuff, but this is not something I'm day trading. Also, once again, I was going to talk about beta. I always look at beta in my calculations of what I'm going to day trade. If I'm not mistaken, CL's beta is probably pretty freaking low, and I'm actually looking it up right now. Yeah, the beta on this is 0.70, okay? And that's something that, you don't want to be day trading stocks with a beta of 0.70. Real quick, since I'm on the topic, I may as well just explain this real quick. I'm kind of getting off topic, but what beta is, guys, is beta is how, once again, volatility, how quickly or how aggressively does a stock move. The SPX, the SPY, the S&P 500 has a beta of 1, okay? It has a beta of 1. So if you have a stock that has a beta of 1.5, that means it's moving 50% it's moving with a 50% more volatility, if you will. It's moving 50% beyond what the market's going to move, if that makes sense, okay? If you have a stock that's got a beta of 2, it's going to move double the market's move, okay? If you have a stock that has a beta of 0.50, it's going to move half of what the market's moving. So beta is just another number that will give you an idea of how much does this stock move versus the S&P 500 versus the SPX, okay? If you're under 1, you're moving less than the market moves overall. If you're over 1, you're moving more than the market's moving overall, okay? That's all I'm going to say about beta. Look it up on Google. I'm sure there's probably somebody who made a video on it on YouTube. If you want me to make a video on it explaining a little bit more, I can. This is going a little long at 17 minutes, so I'm going to try to move along. Real quick, another thing that average true range can go ahead and help you as far as day trading goes is it can help you in the sense of looking at where you're at for the day and do you want to get involved in the stock. Has the stock already moved too much of its average range for you to really want to get involved in it? And that's really important, okay? So I'm going to throw up a couple things here. I'm going to throw up a study, and this kind of makes your life a lot easier. If you guys want this study, shoot me a message or leave me a comment below, and you can shoot me your email if you want. I'll send you the indicator. It's a pretty cool indicator. It's going to show you in a chart label the daily range, average true range, and it's going to show you the ATR, excuse me, the days range versus the ATR. Once again, $27.39, $27.40. The indicator rounds up, okay? This stock moved $26.94 versus its average true range. So the day range was $26.94 versus $27.4. It was a 98% move for the day, okay? So this is going to encompass wicks. This is going to encompass, let me see here. So like if I want to zoom in real quick, it's going to encompass the wicks on both sides. It's not just the buy. It's going to say, hey, here was what the candle did all day long, okay? What's cool about this is if you're, let's say, day trading on a 5-minute, okay? And this is actually a great day to look at. So here's, what was this? This was just last Friday, January 10th. So you come into the market and the market's, doing its thing. And let's say you catch a trade and you catch this nice move here and you make money. I mean, hell, if I caught this move, I'd be done for the day. That's a different story, okay? So let's say you catch that move, you make some money, you're hanging out, you're going, oh, this is kind of cool, okay? Well, this is going to go ahead and this percentage is going to increase. As this goes down, it's going to say, hey, this stock is moving towards its maximum average true range, okay? So remember, this is a 20-period average true range, $27.40. Now, on a 5-minute chart, this stock moves $2.44. So let me ask you a question, guys. You're down here. Do you really want to go ahead and try to short? So let's say you get this pullback into the moving averages and it starts going down again. Do you really want to short here? That's what you got to ask yourself. At this point, it's probably 80-85% of its ATR, its daily average true range on a 20 period rolling 20 period. Okay, so I just want to keep bringing that so you guys understand how this works. Do you really want to short here? How about down here? Pulls back to the moving average again and goes down. Do you really want to short here? How about over here? This is literally like at like 90, probably 100%, maybe even 105% because it popped back up in the last 5 minutes and closed here for 98%. Do you really want to short this? Look, could you have shorted it up here and caught a 10-minute move, 15-minute move? Yeah, absolutely. But the chances of you shorting when it's in its 90 percentile and getting a move down is not impossible, but you're playing against the odds. And I'm all about trading with the odds in my favor. That's not trading with the odds in your favor. More than likely, you're going to get a move that looks like it's going to go down and a bounce back up, okay? And the reason why is because the stock has already substantially moved. It probably down here, it moved like 105, 110%. It moved more than its range. It's moved more than the average. So let me ask, how often do stocks move outside of their average? It happens. It does happen. I've had this thing go to 188% before. But that's not where I want to put my money when I day trade. I want to put my money up here. I want to put my money up here. Like up here, just this move down here alone probably put this thing at about 35%. I'm cool with that. And then the pullback probably brought it down to like 28%, and then it rolled over and kept going down, okay? So my whole point is that this is great. If you want this, like I said, indicator, I'll give it to you guys. I have this up on my day trading charts, 5-minute charts, my tick charts. I always want to see where this percentage is at because then I don't really have to look at this too much during the day. I do not have the ATR on my day trading charts, by the way, guys. This is just to show you how this all works. But anyways, I look at this. And like I said, if it's, 30%, 40%, 50, even 60%, okay, I'll still trade it, When it gets up really over 75%, I'm looking for something else or I'm done. Usually by that time I'm done because like I said, I trade early in the morning. I trade the first hour usually as far as day trading goes. So anyways, I wanted to show you that. I think I'm going to call it right here. The only thing I'm going to say just to follow up, which is the last thing, is this should not be used by itself, guys. This is not, something to, in my opinion, trade with on its own. This is something to use in conjunction with other tools. I'm going to show you something else that's very cool, and if you guys want this too, I'll give this to you also. Just let me know in the comments down below. I love ADX, okay, but I don't want to have another indicator up on my screen, so I have this little cool indicator right here. It's a chart label, an ADX chart label, okay, and this will change once again based on the time frame. So for the daily ADX right now is 31.6. If you guys don't know what the ADX is basically an indicator. Once again, these are all around volatility. We have the average true range, we have beta, now we're talking ADX. Anything 25 and above means that there is a trend happening. It's not really volatility as much as it's a trend indicator. It doesn't tell you if it's bullish or bearish. It just tells you, is there a significant trend in place at this moment in time? So there is a 31.6 daily ADX right now on Amazon. Amazon's rolling over, okay? I like ADXs when price action's happening like this, going up or going down. But this is showing you that now this ADX, to be quite honest with you, the way I would read this ADX is off of this move up. It's not off of the roll, okay? So this ADX is probably higher on this candle and probably went down on these three bearish candles here as price is rolling over, okay? But look at the cool thing. If you move down to a 5-minute chart and you're day trading, look at the ADX is 23.6, it's yellow. So that's basically saying this is not a super strong downtrend. And sorry, I'm talking about this 5-minute. Let me zoom in so I don't get confused with the day before. It's basically saying that at this point in time, right here where this is at, this 23.6, this downtrend, it's waning a little bit. It might have been a little bit stronger in here. The ADX might have been a little bit stronger, but down here, 23.6. Does that mean you can't trade it? No, not at all. All it's telling you is that the trend, it was probably over 25 and was green at some point, and now it's not, and it's probably just giving you, it gives you a little yellow instead of green. It goes yellow and says, hey, just keep in mind this trend is not as strong as we would like it to be, because once again, we always want that ADX to be over 25. Here's a nice strong little trend, ADX of 28.3. The minute it tips over 25, it goes green. That's showing you, hey, this is a pretty strong trend. If you get, I think, over 35 or 40, this thing goes bright green, like this color. So notice how it's dark green, it'll go bright green, and that's just like, you're in a crazy good trend at that point, and you should just write it out. Let's look at one more example. Tesla. What does Tesla look like? Ah, look at that. Ooh, blue. That's means ice cold, no trend. So if you get anything under, I believe 20, I believe it's under 20, you're ice cold. Anything 20 to 25, you're yellow. Anything 25 and over, you're going to get green. So if you see blue, there's no trend. I mean, it's really, there's no real trend happening here. And look at the chop on Tesla. It's kind of all over the place, okay? Just want to see one more here. See if we can get, yeah, once again, chop, 14.5, so a lot of chop. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Look at this real quick. Most people look at this and go, oh, wow, what a strong trend. Yeah, the trend's good. It's decent. It's not bad. But once again, with these two last bearish candles right here, this ADX was probably barely about 25 right in here. And these last two candles probably brought that ADX down to 22.9. So this is a good place to hang out, wait, let it bounce off one of these moving averages, and then go back up, and ADX will turn green, and you're in a good uptrend again. Right now it's pulling back, so that's why the ADX is 22.9. Okay, guys, a 26-minute video. So sorry. I know my videos are long, but I try to give as much knowledge as I can in them. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to leave your comments below. If you do want these two chart indicators here, let me know. I'll be happy to email them to you. Just drop me your email. And I hope you guys have yourself a fantastic rest of the weekend. And if you guys are trading tomorrow, best of luck. Stay green. I'll talk to you guys soon.